So now we're talking about torque, and really what torque does is it uses a very important formula or a very important property of the cross product, and it's very similar to the one of the dot product, and you might have seen it before. So you have u cross v, and we take the magnitude of u cross v. It's the same thing as if we take the magnitude of u times the magnitude of v times sine theta. And theta, right? And if you remember, u dot v was equal to magnitude of u magnitude of v times cosine of theta, right? So the magnitude of u cross v is this guy. And what torque does then, torque leverages the fact, uses this fact, and it's going to be magnitude of r times the magnitude of the force times sine theta. And so r is essentially like how long like a wrench is, and then F is going to be the force applied to the wrench. So, for example, right, if we take a wrench, let's say, so this is, let's do 12, 4, 26. All right, so I got a wrench. All right, whatever, good enough. And so there's a bolt in the wrench here, and then I have some force applied to the end of the wrench like this. All right, and let's say then this angle here is 135 degrees. All right, and so what do I know? Let's call then this point P, and let's call this point Q. So I know that PQ is equal to 8 inches, all right, and I know that the force, the magnitude of the force, is equal to 30 pounds. All right, so now I need to find the torque, and I want to find the torque um, in foot-pounds. All right, so what do I do? Well, if we look at it, this, right, you have an angle, you have R, you have F. This is really just R is equal to 8 inches. Uh, or, or another way we can write it, because we want foot-pounds, R is equal to 2/3, right? So torque then is equal to 2/3 times 30 times the sine of 135 degrees. Okay, and what is that? That's going to be equal to 20 times, what's the sine of 135? Root 2 over 2. Yeah, that sounds right. Right, 130. Oh, 135 is down here. Okay, so no. 135 is here. Right. Okay. So yeah, it's root 2 over 2, and then so this becomes 20. 10 root 2 is going to be your torque. Okay, and so not hard at all to find. Yeah, again, this is just a random ass homework problem, foot pound, that shows up on like my math lab. It doesn't actually, like, this is never an actual problem on an exam. But what do you want to know? What do you want to notice? So what's the takeaway here? The takeaway here is this relationship. You gotta know when to use it. And how do we know when to use it? Well, we see an angle, right? And we're given two magnitudes, right? Because this is the magnitude of PQ, this is the magnitude of F. Um, Once you see that, you immediately know you need to plug it into this formula right here, okay? And yeah, that's it on torque. Short video. Next video, we're going to go on to the triple box product, or it's called a triple scalar product, something like that. And yeah, we'll talk about that next video.